crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford mediocrity. If we do nothing, our hope floats away. Get up off of that thing when it's voting day and vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't hesitate. Vote, don't procrastinate.
Another episode in the Weird Chronicles that is 2020.
We're on. Hey, how y'all doing, baby? It's howdy shit. It's Friday. It's Friday, baby. It's Beer and Bud Friday. So I hope you brought your favorite cold beverage and your favorite blend. It is going to be a day I didn't. Little did we know last when we went to bed. Anyway, it's Beer and Bud Friday. I've got my beer, my Mexican beer, and my Australian. I forgot to point this out. I got this from Tina Riley in Wilson, West Australia, and to keep my beer cold. So, open my Mexican beer with my Australian beer opener, can opener, bottle opener. Indeed, it is. Look at her. Got Sydney Harbor right there. So, how appropriate. Anyway. Something to be said for a good cold Corona. Anyway, get the beer off the ice. Put your favorite blend, whatever it may be, in the bowl. Bud. All right, y'all hold the giggling down out there now. I can hear y'all out there. I was very proud today. Brian Champagne just said no sound. Hello.
We got sound going out.
We got sound going out. Somebody say they can hear me. I see everybody saying hello to each other in the room. Somebody say, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Anyway, I'm assuming you can. I'm waiting for somebody in that.
Yeah, everybody can hear us on YouTube.
Okay, everybody can hear us. All right, let me back up then because we got a lot of people in the room today, baby. I want to thank, uh-oh, wait a minute.
You got it?
Is that it?
Right up there, yeah.
Okay. Teresa Rojas, my amigo. Well,
Oh,
nope,
wait,
there it went.
Stop
Yeah,
touching it for a second.
I ain't touching shit. I want to thank Keith Thompson for jumping in the room, my Blue Dot friend up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Bub, take care of yourself. Hoorah. Wait, there it went again. I can't do that. I don't know who came in.
There's a weird glitch going on.
I don't know who
Sorry,
came
y'all.
in first, but I want to thank everybody for being here. Well, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was very proud of Joe Biden today. I heard his speech, and first thing he mentioned just about was that him and Jill had sent up prayers, and he is a very religious Catholic man, and I believe him wholeheartedly that he sent up prayers for President Trump, who we have found out, y'all stop giggling, has COVID-19, has contracted COVID-19. As a matter of fact, just a few minutes ago, they flew him off on Marine One over to the hospital.
Walter Reed.
Walter Reed, thank you. Walter Reed Hospital, which they could have drove to, but no, they wanted a medevac. So, but he walked out there with a mask on. With a mask, he walked out with a mask. Are you shitting me? Now he wears a mask. Anyway, Joe Biden went on to speak about his plan and everything for the future, for health care, for how to move this country back together, calling out the dire consequences of the pandemic that we face. Again, he spoke with confidence, with knowledge. Joe Biden took the high road, baby. He's running for president. I'm not running for president. And my first thought is, boy, howdy shit. Can we say karma? Can we say what goes around comes around, baby? And first, for anybody that might be listening in, I want to clear up one thing before I get cranking up here. I do not wish Donald J. Trump to die. No, baby. I do not want him to die. I don't give a shit if they got to give him a Clorox IV, stuff a freaking high-intensity light capsule down his throat and put a suppository up his ass. I don't care. Keep his ass alive. If that don't work, well, just open up the lungs there, spray some Lysol in there. That'll take care of that shit. Whatever it takes, he's already getting a cocktail. He's getting all the best care they can. I hope they keep his ass alive. I do not want him to die a martyr. No, baby. No, he's got a lot of shit to stand for. And I don't want him getting off that easy. I want him healthy as a horse, man. I want him back on his freaking feet as quick as he can. I don't want him to duck and shive and he's already told us that it's a hoax anyway. It's all a hoax, and it's nothing. It's like a little fluke. You know, when you stop, I'm all over the place because this story is all over the freaking place when you get to thinking about it. Because they knew. Hope Hicks. The only reason we knew she was positive is because it came out in the news. In the news. And even after that, they let everybody go on about their business, knowing that they'd all been infected. Hell, he went to Bedminster or whatever the hell it is in New Jersey. He gathered around a bunch of 100 or so supporters, they said. You know, the high rollers of giving the good donations. Yeah, let's gather around. Let's get a photograph with this guy, Look at me, I'm here with this guy, smiling. Yeah, all that time knowing he had been exposed. Knowing that he had been directly exposed through Hope Hicks, who is a very close assistant, believe my ass, so close to the president. But he didn't give a shit because he hadn't tested positive. And as long as he's not sick, he doesn't give a shit about anybody else. Hell, the stories are coming out of the Rose Garden the other day when he had his little soiree for the new Supreme Court Judge Barrett. The father of so-and-so, I don't know his name. The head of Notre Dame, heck, got COVID. Who is it up in Iowa? Senator, shit, whatever his freaking name is. He's got it. It'll come to me in a minute. The audacity of this man, the ignorance of this man, to walk around knowing that. Possibly infecting hundreds of... He flew on Air Force One. No shit. Did you tell everybody on Air Force One, hey, I might be sick here? No, he did not tell anyone. Hell, there's already another staffer and several White House correspondents that have now tested positive because of their ignorance, because of their freaking... It's a fake. We don't need to wear a mask. Hell, at the debate, that whole stinking side over there of Trump's didn't show up. They showed up with masks, took them off. I ain't wearing a mask. Look at me. I'm not going to wear a mask. You're stupid. Well, guess what? He's wearing a mask today, baby. Karma. That's what I keep thinking, karma, asshole. No, I don't want you to die. No. And do I think this will give you empathy for those that have? No. You're too worried about your own ass instead of anybody else's ass. We're over 208,000 Americans. 208,470 something, I think. Dead. But it's not him. So he doesn't give a shit. And they didn't give a shit when they let everybody on Marine One when we saw all of them crowd up there. Hope all of them people get on that helicopter and fly off with him. And then get on Air Force One. Going to Wisconsin, going everywhere. Knowing, just like when he knew in February, that it's dangerous, it's deadly to everybody, that it's airborne, more dangerous than the flu, but yet he doesn't mind packing his minions into a freaking rally. Get in there all close, but stay the hell away from me. Too late, Donnie. You can't build a wall around this shit. Everybody's been saying that ever since this crap come. You can't run from it. Wear a mask. Wear a mask. I ain't wearing no mask. He mocked Biden at the freaking debate. Mocked him. And he did it again in Wisconsin. Mocked him. Am I supposed to be, oh, poor Mr. President got the COVID? No. No, I'm not poor Mr. President. Good for him. I can't think anybody else that deserves it more. Show him what he's put millions of Americans through. Over a million Americans through. Don't worry, Mr. President, it's nothing. No, don't worry. You get over it in a heartbeat. It's all a Democratic hoax. I can still see some of them Trump tards standing in line at one of his rallies saying those exact words. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. It's not real. What do you think now, baby? Your president's got it. Is it real now for you? Because it has been for everybody else in this country for a long damn time. I'm tired of wearing a mask. I get out of my truck to go check the mail or something. Oh, I got to turn around and get my mask. We still have to get that in our head. Got to wear that mask. Got to wear that mask. I don't touch the pumps anymore. I got a glove set now. I get the glove out, punch my gas. Anything I can do to stay the hell away from nasty-ass people that might have this shit. It's a responsibility all of us must take. So, am I glad he got it? Yeah, maybe it'll teach him a fucking lesson. But I don't want him to die. I want him standing up and living and breathing so he can watch his empire fall to shit. So he can stand accountable for the crimes that he has committed. Him and his whole crime-ridden family. I want him alive for that. So, to all my nasty little haters out there that say, well, them Democrats are happy as shit. Yeah, I'm happy as shit. Maybe it'll teach his ass. I don't want him to die. I don't want anybody to die from this. That's the whole thing that we've said from the beginning. We don't want anybody to die for this. Guess what? He didn't give a shit. And still doesn't give a shit. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, I'm sure they got a Clorox IV going on him by now, sticking lights up his ass. I don't know what they're doing. You can bet your ass he's getting the best care in this country has to offer. A whole lot better than your ass would if you went to the hospital. And that's the part of this that we have to fix. Biden spoke about health care. Nothing should point to the need for health care in this country more than a pandemic where money or power doesn't mean shit to a disease. So anyway, it's Friday, and I hope you're enjoying yourself up. We decided to go ahead and open it up and have some visitors. And
yeah, I'm about to get Discord up and running. I was having some troubles here. I got it fixed though, so just give me another minute or two.
Another minute or two. Yeah. All righty. Well,
but you also got a little.
Oh, I got a Jane Mendenhall donated $2 to Super Chat and said, "Let's hope Trump loses his voice on election night." I think he loses it just permanently after that. He ain't gonna have a bully pulpit to voice his shit through. He's gonna lose his power to. I don't know. I'm just. Are you shitting me? We were just fixing to get into the tax thing. And then he threw in the racism, and now it's, oh, no, I got caught. I don't know if it's a plan or what. He's going to work at Walter Reed in the presidential
It was a pretty
suite.
mixed bag of posts on Twitter last night because I was up when the news broke out. And there was obviously a lot of people, oh, God, he's got COVID, whether it be celebratory or not. And then you had so many people going, is he just trying to not do the next debate? Could this be a potential him trying to get out of it? But no, I don't think so. I think this is if that was the case, I think he'd be nice and comfy in the White House. But now
right
he's
out
going
of
Walter
the bat,
Reed.
I think everybody was trying to think of, well, is this it's like bullshit. Everything else he lies about,
Yeah.
is this another lie?
It's a weird time we're living in, man.
It is.
That's all I got to say
you
on
can't.
that.
The only reason we really know is because the news came from himself.
Yes.
He put it out on Twitter himself because, my God, that's what we've done ever since he got here. He rules by Twitter.
Yeah.
He governs by Twitter. He announces shit on Twitter. Every freaking thing we do is Twitter. So, it was official. He said it himself. Yeah, weird times. There were a lot of different reactions on, of course, the right is saying, oh my God, Mr. President. Yeah. I did notice that one lady that Mom shows me every once in a while, I won't say her name.
Yeah, please don't, just for the sake that she doesn't need more views.
She don't need no views, so I ain't going to give her shit. She's a dingbat from hell. Has been a right-wing nut job forever. Has a large following and everything, and they just love Trump. And even here lately, Marcia's been pointing out to me the fact that this lady has dumped Fox now for OAN, and is preaching that on her show. Like I do a show, she does a show, and I'm just watching her. She's talking about somebody put the coronavirus on Donnie's microphone, and that's how he got it. He didn't get it from Hope Hicks. The Democrats sprayed his microphone with coronavirus. QAnon said so. It's right there on my
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Boy, shit.
Yeah,
Didn't realize we were that maniacal.
QAnon just getting ready to be cranked up, baby. Anyway, Biker Leo, brother, how are you?
I am fine. I'm a little bit tired. I had way too much shit going on. I can only be here for a little while because I've got a bunch of tools all over the yard. I got to get inside.
What are you doing?
Name it.
Yeah, I got it. I got it, brother. Name it.
The big thing, I just finished off the office that Valerie's working in as far as doing the walls and the electrical again. And that is also where my where the tent that I have that I grow my magnolias in.
Oh, your magnolias. Outstanding.
Yeah, my magnolias are growing in there. But I actually redid all of the. Well, one of these days, those of you that grow magnolias like that might want to take a look at the way I've got it set up now. It's pretty damn cool.
Is it? Well,
yep. And John, I don't want to take away from you. This is your show. I really want to.
No,
I really
speak your mind,
be
brother.
here for a couple minutes. But if you could give me just a couple of minutes, there's a couple of things that I do want to hit real quick. I'll be hitting them tomorrow in my live, but there's just too much shit going on not to address it somehow.
Knock yourself out, brother. Go for it.
Well, the big thing for me right now is we are seeing the results of the lack of transparency from this administration. We have seen all of his lies. We've seen all of the shit about COVID that he's put out there, but everything he does, he tries to deflect. And now, and we're seeing more of it right now. He's been rushed to Walter Reed. Well, they're saying, oh, yeah, maybe just because he's a germaphobe. We know that. But is everybody out there aware of how high end the medical facility in the White House is?
Oh, it's quite extensive.
They can do everything up to surgery there, and actually there are some minor things they can do that way. And he's now been taken to the hospital. There's more going on there than what we're being told, and there has been the whole damn time. And that's part of what's pissing me off is we have exactly what you said earlier. Why in the fuck did it take him so goddamn long to tell people, and still went out knowing that he was exposed, if not knowing that he had it?
Because you don't
still went out and met with people. What the hell is this all about?
Because
going beyond that, today, I had to go to Walmart for a few minutes. Now, remember, I live in a very rural part of Tennessee now.
Yeah.
Which has, by the way, it's turning into a hot spot. There's only 5,500 people in the whole goddamn county. There's only 1,500 people in the town I live in, and somehow we have gotten up to over 200 cases in the course of a couple of months.
Yeah.
I went there today to Walmart, and even after seeing their shit-stained leader out there, knowing he has it, they're in there without fucking masks. What the hell? Why? And me, I blame this on the CDC now. I blame this on the mixed messages coming right from the people who, the HHS, the whole administration. We have this convoluted mess of messages. Why the hell are we not just listening to the scientists? Now, there's the big one. I don't wish the man death, but karma is a bitch. That's all there is to it. And
I damn sure don't want him dead. No,
I want to see him face the charges he's got coming.
That's the easy way out.
But this is just more deflection and more reason we have to utterly destroy him on November 3rd. This can't be some little victory. This man has to go.
No.
And we have to do it. And that's the only way we're really going to do it. And even that is now suspect because of all the fucking misdirection we're getting.
We're not going to get anything out of this White House that is anything resembling the truth. That's the gist of my rant, and I'm glad to hear all your voices, and I will be out there tomorrow. So I'm going to leave the room for somebody else to get in that's got a little more time than I do right now. All right, Leo, we'll go clean up your tools, brother, and take it. We'll look forward to your rant. That's Biker Wisdom and Thoughts. You can find him on Facebook, Leo has been using his voice for a long time. And we appreciate that.
I appreciate you. Appreciate it, brother. And hopefully I will see you next May.
Well, take care of yourself. And tell Valerie we said hello.
All right. I will.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, nice visit there with Biker Leo. Anyway, Bernadette, are you with me, baby? No, Bernadette's got her mic muted. Right there she is.
No, yes, I'm here. Just had to find the right button. Leo's right. You just don't casually just go over to Walter Reed because the White House is fully equipped with handling simple COVID, minor COVID, infection. They could handle that. There is something else going on here. And his little walk to,
I was halfway expecting that to look like Weekend at Bernie's, just
it did. No, you're absolutely right, but it did look like a Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
It looked like he was dragging his ass to the helicopter,
They
but
say
so
he is
intent
very
on
fatigued.
making that walk. Yeah, John, I got one thing to say about this.
What?
Fuck Trump.
Did you say fuck Trump? Poor
And you know
man's
what?
in the hospital.
I'm glad he got this shit. Now he gets to experience what a whole lot of
other Americans are experiencing. Exactly. There should be nothing to worry about it.
I hope
if we believe him.
Ass hairs are scared to death that he is either going to die or he's going to survive and still lose the election.
Yeah,
and
that's what I want him to do. I don't want him dying. No, man, there ain't nobody out here hoping for this man to live more than I am.
I just have to say, this because this is my heart.
But your heart's
how I feel. The world would be a much better place if the man was not on it. So that being said, if he died, I just really don't give a fuck anymore.
Well, let me pose Trump. A question and
but I do wish that it was wonderful to see him drag his ass across the White House lawn to the helicopter today. You know what? It serves him right. It serves How can you catch a hoax?
I know it. I feel
the same way.
I feel the same way. If you're looking for sympathy here, no, he didn't give sympathy to anybody that got this disease.
I'm sorry.
I don't
call me unchristian, but I didn't claim him to be Christian.
I believe him. It's nothing. He'll get over it in a couple of days. He'll be fine.
As long as Daphne is dead.
There you go. We have
there
family.
You have
We've
it.
lost family
That's how I
this
feel.
already. So
thank you. I have no sympathy. I will let somebody else speak now.
I'm going to pose a question right after we SC. Get SC in the room here. How you doing up there? Tallahassee, Florida.
I'm doing good, John. How's everybody doing?
Are you holding your emotions together, brother?
Well, it's crazy. Last night when we were all in the blue room and it broke with Hope Hicks. Right. I was like, Hope Hicks has got it. We kind of got to it. I said it was only a matter of time before this was going to end.
She is a very close advisor.
Before I went to bed, it broke that he was infected, and then when I woke up this morning, it came out that he said he tested that he was positive. But I was like, I don't. It's like I said before, I'm just watching this whole shit show one day at a time, and I'm looking. My thing is, what's he going to do when he comes out of this? He's going to he's going to be Superman.
Superman. He's going to be the boldest thing. Look at me. I survived.
It was no big deal. Everybody's a wimp.
These people that died, they were weak.
But now he's going to throw so much shit out there. He's going to I heard there were people saying they wish it's probably true. A lot of people wish he was dead, but he's going to spread that shit around.
I don't
that's what
I'm there like that. Y'all think he's gonna come out of this and just be the same old Trump? This shit seriously affects people for long term. Long term. I don't see him coming out of this all that wonderful. In fact, he got 15 days to be by himself. Fucking awesome. And then he got 15 days to get out there and try to get somebody to vote for his monkey ass.
That's it. Yeah, he could come out.
Like I said, it's just. I mean, you don't know.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Like I said, I'm just sitting back watching the show. I mean, that's all I can do. I voted. I put my ballot in Monday.
It's fun to watch. I got my popcorn.
Yeah, it's a show. It's a show. We've been watching it for 4 years almost. Over 4 years.
And my vote is just waiting for my ballot to arrive.
Shit, look at how long we've been listening to this crap. Lord have mercy, since it got too long.
Because he started
I guess I missed something today.
Did you miss something, TW?
I guess I did, because I was out putting skirting on, so I guess I missed. He went to the hospital, so what?
Yes.
Somebody
he just passed. He just flew over to Walter Reed. Yeah, he did.
Oh.
It was a lot of gas.
That's a lot of gas.
But have you heard his voice today?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Because what would it say?
Oh, the irony.
Yes, the irony.
Oh, the
exactly.
Irony.
Exactly.
And
what?
yeah,
Now all of America is supposed to believe he believes in wearing masks when he sat up here on Tuesday and very braggadociously said, "Oh, he wears a mask all the time, a really big mask."
After all of the bullshit we've had out of his mouth, you don't think we're going to laugh at the karma that come around and slapped him in the face? Yes, we're going to laugh.
Wait, well, I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry.
I've had a smile since I saw it. Oh, listen to them Democrats. They're evil. Listen, they're evil Democrats. Oh, no, baby. That man has been calling us evil Democrats ever since. He's never called us a nice word. He's never done anything for the people of this country. And so we don't expect no boo-hoos out of our ass.
Yes, he got the Hong Kong flu.
Yeah, China virus. He got the China virus.
Well, the thing we know is for a fact that if he flew to Walter Reed, it ain't looking good.
No.
Yeah, and that's what was Leo's point. Because the medical facilities inside that White House and what they're capable of doing to his ass anywhere in the fucking world. Anywhere in the fucking world. They can take care of him and save his life.
And that bunker that we laugh about him running into, baby, that building is designed to survive a blast. And there will be injured. And there will be a medical facility there to take care of his
everything
ass.
Right there. They could
so
do operations if they had to.
When they decided to move him, and knowing that would be such a visual thing, look, not only for the United States, but this is worldwide. We have to worry about players in the world game that might want to do something right now.
That was for the benefit of the world, so Putin knows that he's still standing on his own 2 feet, under his own 2 accord. Wait till he get to Walter Reed and collapse like a bitch.
Yeah.
Jim Acosta. Now? Yeah, go ahead, Tito.
Nancy Pelosi, 2020.
Hey, they were saying just before you went live, John, they were talking with Jim Acosta on CNN, and he was talking about multiple sources from inside the White House said that he was freaking out about this diagnosis. So, I mean, take that. Well, I mean, that's I'm just going by what the report said. So apparently, if that's true, he's a little worried about the situation. So, I said, karma's a bitch.
Just wrote a long thing there in the post. I can't read it right now, but Michael Betts. COVID must not remove you. That's our job with pen and ballot. I don't want him to die. I don't want him to die of COVID. I'm right there, baby. I want his ass breathing all the way up through Election Day and then through the trial and all the way up to the day they lock his ass in prison.
Yep.
That's what I want. For treason, for tax fraud, for financial crimes, for moral crimes. For the crimes against our country. Boy, Johnny ain't created no crime. Fuck you. He's damn near burned this country to the ground. And while our country burns literally and figuratively, both in the West and in our hearts, and we're supposed to not realize that he's the president and been running his mouth for 4 stinking years, and this is what it has brought us. In a piss poor job on coronavirus. So maybe he should have acted a little bit better.
Yeah. This should be
by the way, weekend. John, can I say something really quick?
Why, sure.
To those new members that are in YouTube or to the Blue Dot family and all the rest of that, and that you hear my voice and you think that I'm just an angry black woman. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm a black woman.
Yes. No.
I'm not an angry black woman. I will say it again. I'm very passionate about getting this fucker out of the White House.
Thank you.
Okay? And personally, I just don't like that motherfucker. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Because he's been a dick since he came in.
8 billion motherfuckers on this planet. There's bound to be a few of them that I don't like. He's one of them.
He's one of them, yes.
Fuck Trump.
The list isn't that long. The list is not that long of people I despise.
No.
He's the top of the list.
No, it's not.
He's the top of the list. That just blew me away.
He's interrupted my zen for the last 4 fucking years. I'm not angry.
No.
I just want him to go the fucking way. If he gets off the planet, I'm cool with that.
I want it to be by way of ballot, though. Not by
jail or hell.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You don't care which way it goes. Just get his ass out.
I don't care.
Well, that discussion has already been talked about. They've already brought up the viability of the 25th Amendment. There are things that are cranking in the background, whether he likes it or not. He is a sick man. He is not in good health.
That's how the system works.
Yeah.
We were
With or
talking about
without
that.
his ass. We have a system and a structure in place. And I'll be damned if I let this fucker destroy the whole damn thing.
Nope. But I don't want his ass martyred.
That last night in the
I
Blue
really
Room
don't.
when this all came down, because we were saying, I said, well, you think about it. If Trump has it, he has to give power because he's incapacitated. When he got on that plane today, he's incapacitated.
Well,
Okay?
not yet.
It doesn't matter.
No, he's not. He's not.
There's there have been presidents
that be, but
yeah.
But whatever. That say he gives it to Pence. Pence gets it, and he's incapacitated. Nancy Pelosi is now president.
Well, my political advisor out in the living room earlier this evening was wondering if Mike Pence was already printing out the campaign signs.
Probably.
I can see it now.
Pence 2021.
Pence mother 2020. Yeah. Pence mother 2020.
Or
Come on,
it'd
Mother.
probably be Mother Pence.
Mother, yeah, that's probably what we're going to put her at the top of the ticket. There's I seen somebody make a comment. Oh, Iris, I think it was Vigilante over in Germany, and she just wrote that this is a great opportunity for him to fake his death, hide off to Russia, and ask for asylum. Yeah, that's more like it. Let me catch up here. Make that where I can see everything over. Let me pull Donnie's stick out of his ass. If y'all haven't noticed where that is, it's right there.
Oh,
I know
you
it's
need
stinky
some hand
too.
sanitizer
I do.
for
I have
that.
to use my hand sanitizer every time I come off of here.
He needs to have a bleach wipe so he can wipe it off every time.
I want to thank all of you that donate to this show. It is what keeps us going on the air. Thank you very much. Ben Stroud donated $5 through Super Chat and said Trump could be trying to use this to fake his death and to try to escape the tax laws coming after him when he loses it. Yep. No shit, Ben. I'm telling you, it's an easy way out for him. Just, oh yeah, he died. Where's his body? Oh, it just mysteriously disappeared. He ascended into the heavens. Maria Betancourt donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "I'll say it. I hope karma deals with him. He lied to the people and thousands died. He is a modern day Hitler. Bye-bye, COVID Caligula." That's it, baby. It is what it is.
I give her a gong for that one, too.
Yeah. And Paula donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "I think it's all another con job." Ooh, the conspiracy theories were. None of us believe this shit. We don't trust nothing because everything he does is a freaking lie. How do you expect to trust anything now? We're so transparent.
I know what my eyes see, and I saw him dragging his ass across that White House lawn to get to that,
now I gotta
that
find
helicopter.
this fucking video here. Hold on.
Yeah, go check it out.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
What? I'm watching.
In a mask.
In a mask.
And thank you, Joy. Bless you, my dear, for sending me some masks. I did give most of them to my son, who's out in the smoke every day. Bless you.
Nana Lovely, Tammy Ames, the same way here. Sent us masks. Thank you, baby. She's also sent me the book recently. Anyway, old bat, two cats, two. We got to do something about the two.
I love that.
We got to ship. I know it. I do too, but I got to ship her some more cats. Donated $10 through Super Chat. Thank you. I hate saying old bat. Pence in nothing. The White House. Pence in nothing. Pence and Mutton in the White House. Oh no, say it ain't so. Fuck Trump. Oh no, say it ain't so. Pence and Mother in the White House. No. But you know there would be one group that would just sigh. You could probably go outside and hear a sigh of relief if that happened. That would be your evangelical Christians saying, "Oh, thank God he died. Now we can go ahead to Mike Pence is our hero." They would. They'd flock to him in a heartbeat. They would. Mike Pence is their man. They wish they had him and not this asshole that keeps embarrassing them. These people are having their very religion challenged because of him.
They bought this.
They
ticket.
did. They punched the ticket, baby. They get to take the ride with him. You got on that Trump train, you got to take it, baby. That's what I say. You know, with everything that's come out from everything, from the Russia shit to his taxes, to the words and words on his own mouth saying that he knew about this shit. All the lies and all that, you're still holding on to him. You're rats on a sinking ship. And if that ain't enough, speaking of words, oh my God, please tell me you've heard the Melania tape.
Oh, yeah.
I have not heard the entire.
Oh, TW, what's up with this shit, buddy? You got to get with it.
Dude,
you got to stay on top of it here.
I was outside putting my siding on my trailer.
Okay.
I was a little busy.
Is that any way for a first lady to talk?
Is that any way? What kind of shit is that? And you
didn't never hear no tapes on Michelle like that.
Can you bring up the tape? Can you find that or no?
She didn't want to decorate for Christmas, and oh my God, we could tell.
Who the fuck cares? About fucking Christmas.
So
I believe that come out the first lady's mouth. This fucking Christmas shit stuff. Really? Oh my goodness! What a tape recorder reveals. I'm just. Well, I'm gonna catch that. Old Bat with 2 cats just donated $5 and said, or it was an emoji Shiba dog laughing and slightly while blushing. Blushing and covering his mouth with one arm. Oh, are you being sweet, Old Bat with 2 cats? Thank you, darling. I got to catch that when he goes by. And Catman56, my dear friend up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Keith, sent $3 and said, jail or hell, love it. Well said. Jail or hell, one way or the other. You're going somewhere.
Whichever comes first. Doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit.
I do. I know there are people out there, the opinionated one. Listen to him. They're reveling in his misery. You damn right. He's been reveling.
You know what?
He has been reveling in ours for 4 freaking years.
Night. Okay, I have been cracking the fuck up. Okay? I am happy, and nobody is going to ruin my today. I don't give a fuck about them and what they have to say. I don't care about conspiracy theories or anything else. I'm glad he's got COVID. Suffer.
Yeah. I'm with medium and 1/6. I want to see him in prison. I want him in prison.
Yes.
That's what I want.
I want him in prison, too.
I don't want him dead.
With long-term effects from COVID. But then again, I don't want him in prison because I don't want to pay for his fucking ass for the rest of my life. So that's why I say if he goes to hell first, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but
then the taxpayers don't have to pay for his
if he's gonna die and go to hell, let him hang on for about another 3-4 months, 5 months, 6 months. That'd be good. 6 months.
I don't know why I have an image in my I don't know why I have an image in my head.
Good night, Donna Bonacosi. Tell Fred good night too. I've seen she's going
if he ends up in a grave, it gives me somewhere to go piss on.
You think the hatred for this man has grown a little bit in 4 years?
I don't like him.
I don't like him.
I wouldn't say it's hate, but I really don't like him.
I stand proudly when I say that. No, I don't like him. I love my country. I would not vote for a traitor.
He don't want hate.
I would never support a lying
because I don't hate him. He don't get that much energy, but I really don't like him. And I don't like him being in our White House lying to us about COVID-19 every single day of this year.
It'll magically
Karma
go away.
Is a fucking bitch. And when she comes back and slaps you in the face, deal with it.
Take it. What do you got to lose? What do you got to lose? Take it. That's the guy that we're laughing about. The guy that has been feeding shit to this country for so long. So we're going to get our chuckles out of this.
Drink some bleach.
Yeah, drink some bleach, baby. Get the Lysol out. Open them lungs up. We'll just open the lungs up and disinfect. That's what he said. And then, by the way, I'm really interested in this new.
Light bulb up your ass.
Well, it's not a light bulb. They have developed new high-intensity with the battery technology we have today and the LED.
ultraviolet.
Yeah, it's a very high intensity capsule that he can swallow and get the light into his stomach, and it can also be used as a suppository and stick it up his ass, so he can get the light therapy. The light inside the body.
Radioactive is what you're saying.
You don't think we're going to laugh about every stupid thing that came out of his mouth during this whole pandemic? As he strutted his ass around laughing at people in masks. He laughed at people in masks. He makes jokes about people in masks. I'm making a joke because he got the shit, and guess who don't have it?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden ain't got it. They
Yeah,
wore a
he was
mask.
up there.
Cool.
Yeah.
And he was up there sweating.
Guess
his
who else
ass
ain't
off.
got it? Jill Biden. Ain't got it. You know why? Wore a mask. Guess who got it? The dumbasses who don't wear a mask.
And guess what? It wasn't Joe Biden's responsibility to have a plan for COVID.
No.
It was
No.
Trump's.
No.
And he had a plan. And his first year in office, he threw it out. It was one of the first things that he threw out of the office of the White House because it was Obama's plan.
Yep.
That was
Everything.
left for him to deal with a pandemic.
It had
And now
Obama's
we're in a
fingerprints on it. He didn't
pandemic.
want it in the house.
And every last single person in this country who has been waiting for our government to do something about this, because he could have done something about this.
Hi,
The
Nana
War
Lovely.
Powers Act enables him to do something about having a pandemic in our country. I'm supposed to feel sympathy for his ass dragging across the White House lawn?
Oh, Bernadette.
Fuck Trump.
Wait a minute. I just want to. I'm sensing. I'm not sensing much sympathy in your tone. I'm starting to get the feeling, just generally speaking, and maybe so. You don't wish him well. Am I picking up on that?
You know what? I could care less about his wellness. My friend Daphne
shit, baby.
is still dead.
There are those that speak their mind because they speak their heart. We have watched this man try to destroy this country, try to divide it. He is a racist, bigoted, xenophobic asshole. That's what he is. That's what he's been since the time he got here. That's the way he has tried to rule our country. And he is in the process, him assisted by the Republican Party, to try to overthrow an election.
He has made a political statement out of wearing a fucking mask. And then hypocritical son of a bitch had to walk across the lawn today with a mask on. Give me a fucking break.
Now you wear a
Or
mask.
how about this one, John? Are you shitting me?
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Really, buddy, a mask? Now you wear a mask? Well,
Now
thank you. Thank you for doing the right thing now.
Now you're walking COVID spreader. He is the
Everybody
super
knows you
spreader
got it. If
of
you
the
don't wear the
United
mask, you're going to lead. You're Typhoid Mary, walking around without a mask. That's what you are. That's what all these idiots are. That are walking around at a Trump rally with no mask. They're all Typhoid Mary. They're spreading their shit around and they don't care. So why should I care about your glorious leader? If he doesn't give a shit about you, why should I? Unfortunately, for the way I think, we do care about you. We can't help but care about you. You're Americans. You're the stupidest Americans at this point that we got.
You know why
But you are Americans, and we're going to have to take care of your ass. Yeah.
Walter Reed told him, you can't come in here unless you have on a mask.
Yep.
That's why he had on a mask.
You know,
late
whatever
and
it takes.
$1
There you
short.
go. There you go. Day late,
And
dollar short. Thank you
over
for putting on your mask,
200,000 lives
Mr. President.
Short.
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Let me catch this up. Bernadette,
Sympathy?
take a breath,
No.
baby. Zen out for a minute. Let me call these people out, and then we'll bust right. Okay, let me catch you up. Ben Stroud donated $5 super chat and said, maybe the Trump flakes will take COVID-19 seriously now and wear a damn mask and stop spreading it to us trying to avoid it. Fuck Trump. Amen, baby. And Leanne donated $3 and said RBG won her first case in God's court today. Oh, baby. That's very poetic. I like that. I like that, Leanne. Yes, she did. If it please God, in front of the court today, I represent the. Yeah, I can see it now. And Johnny Fly donated $10 to Super Chat. Thank you, Johnny Fly, and said, well, finally, karma has struck. It blows my mind just how a Democratic hoax can suddenly become reality. His arrogance earned him COVID-19 sickness. Have a COVID life. Fuck Trump. I mean, to tell you, the Blue Dot family seems to have an opinion about this stuff. And Randy Curvin, Rantin' Randy, y'all listen to him every day. Looking for him on Facebook. He does a rant every day. Donated $5 through Super Chat. Randy, thank you very much, brother. And Paula donated $5. Wait, it's going to come up there because I'm ahead of the game. I like to see my Jenny come up. Donated $5 and said one more time to say, fuck Trump. Bernadette, I think your thing is caught on a little bit.
Don't blame me.
I think we were all using that term. There she
I'm
is.
just an angry
There's
old
my
backward
Jenny.
lady.
Hey, I gotta ask Travis a question. Just a minute ago, and it took me back just a minute. Jenny and Boomer popped up. Mm-hmm. What was that?
That should have been subscriptions.
No, I don't think it was a subscription.
Oh, it could have been PayPal. Or it could have been Streamlabs.
I thank you for whoever did that. Thank you. That was my goat Boomer, whom I miss terribly sometimes. Most of the time, all the time. And yeah.
Jenny misses him too.
Yes, Jenny still misses him. She's my sweetie, and yeah, she's over in her other yard today. She's happy. So got new grass to eat over on that side. So I've got to swap it around every once in a while, make sure she has it. Anyway, anything happening in the news today we should talk about? I'm almost. Go ahead, SC.
No, I was just gonna say I haven't heard anything but this, so.
Well,
I couldn't. Yeah,
it has spread. I have heard
the
that there.
stock market crashed because of it.
Yeah. I don't know what it ended at. Last time I saw it, it was down. Shit, I think it was like 300 or somewhere around that area.
Well, I can just imagine what the weekend's gonna be like. It's the weekend before, I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, we can wake up tomorrow and he could be deathly ill. You know? I mean, it's like, who knows? So shit. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting weekend.
He's in Walter Reed right now. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting weekend for sure. As far as this goes,
it's going to be a lot of speculation, and y'all speculate all you want to. It is what it is. The man has COVID, and so does his wife. And you know what? Seriously, they need to quarantine the whole White House, because apparently you could walk in there and walk out with something you didn't come with.
There is already one staff member, two White House journalists already tested positive. We're going to see a widening web of people that test positive out of this. Nobody gets this shit by themselves. You get it from somebody and then you pass it on. That's the way this virus works. And for all these Trumpers not to be wearing masks, that's exactly what we see these super spreader events and shit they talk about.
They're saying on Fox
but,
News.
But they're watching their leader give them a future reference point. Take a clue.
Yeah.
Don't wear a mask. Get COVID.
Yeah, go ahead. Get COVID.
Hello.
It's nothing. You'll get over it.
He thought he couldn't get COVID because he stood above everybody. Well, maybe it goes up in the air. Maybe it's an aerosol.
I heard when it warms up, it's just going to go away. When it warms up, so now, temperatures are starting to drop now. Yeah, so he's got a little ways. Just hold your breath. It'll be fine. We could go on and on with the jokes. Because it's in your face, assholes. It is. It's karma. That's what we're telling them. In your face, assholes. You've been jerks this whole damn time. A lot of people have died in this country because of your ignorance and his politicizing a simple mask
Ignorant.
that could save hundreds of thousands of people, and he doesn't want to because he just wants to be a prick. Because he doesn't want to be seen as weak.
In January or February, he should have used the War Powers Act to produce PPE in this country so our kids could be back in school.
He should have used his
our
fucking...
essential workers like my son, like Rose, who has to go out every day and live with people breathing on them because they don't want to wear a mask, would have personal protection equipment.
It's my freedom. You're trying to take my freedom away.
And our nurses who are dying on the front lines trying to help people like his sick ass now.
Yeah, there are going to be doctors and nurses having to deal with him as they have had to deal with 1 million people in this country, that have gotten sick, and some are they're calling them long haulers. They're still sick. Long-term repercussions of this, and his ineptitude, his disgraceful behavior during this pandemic has worsened it. More people have died because of his ignorance and his ineptitude, and more will die because of his continued ineptitude.
And his deliberate indifference.
Indifference, exactly. Deliberate. Yep. He knew in February he kept his mouth shut. He knew on Monday that Hope Hicks was positive, and then went on with everything. He doesn't care.
They were talking about this. They were talking about this today on the news. I was actually watching that because I had heard something. So
you were sloughing off. You were supposed to be outside putting up siding.
Okay,
but go ahead. Go ahead with your story.
I had to take a beer break. I mean,
Okay. There you go.
Okay, but I was sitting there watching that one part when they said he went to that banquet last night, had to have the banquet with all these donors, and they said, watch all these donors come up sick.
Yeah.
And watch them not blame
Trump,
the Republican Party, but blame Trump.
You know who Trump's blaming? Sick. You know he's already put the word out.
Oh, yeah, he's blaming
the military. It's the military and the law enforcement officers who didn't wash their freaking dirty ass hands and came over there to get a freaking picture with the president. That's what he's going to say. He's already said, well, I come in contact with a lot of military people.
Blame them. You see the Marine.
Who's Hope Hicks been hanging around beside your ass? That's a good question.
You see the Marine saluting him while he was getting on the plane. I'd have fucking gave him.
Get back, slap the shit out of him. Bitch, slap him. Let me catch. Sarge Tech just donated $5 to Super Chat. Said, peace. John and Travis. Melania trashed evangelicals. She said, who gives a fuck about Christmas? Oh, he put shit. Who gives a shit about Christmas? That's not what you're trying to clean her up there a little bit. But I have to do it for a man I do not like. Amen, Sarge Tech, brother.
And see, his supporters can hear these words, and it still don't mean dick.
No, they don't mean anything. No. Right now, they're looking at our show. If there's any of them listening right now, which there may be, they're aghast with how ugly the Democrats are. Look, we celebrate the poor health of the president. They're just despicable. Yeah, shove it up your ass. I'm not there anymore. I hope he lives. God, I hope he lives. I'm putting all my vibes out there. I just stuck the bleach up his ass. I don't give a shit what you got to do. Keep that man alive. Because I don't want him to die a martyr. If he died right now, the right would they dig Ronald Reagan up and replace him. Oh, sorry, Ronnie, you're not the king anymore. It's King Donnie. He's the greatest president ever. That would go into history. Fuck no, I don't want that shit. I want him to stand for the crimes that he's committed. I want him to stand accountable for the deaths in this nation.
I think I've been watching too much of Little Nicky because I keep seeing this in my vision. Him bending over and them sticking pineapples up his ass. I don't know why I keep seeing that. But
stick that back up his ass. Anyway.
That's what they were doing to Hitler,
Oh, that was the question that was posed to me today. Oh, no, by the way, I was happy to stumble into the Blue Room today. And, let me see if I can remember this name. Moderna? Moderna, I think is what her name was. And if I got that wrong, dear, I apologize tremendously. I don't think she's listening right now. She is in Belgium, and she was tickled to death that she found her way into the Blue Room today, and I was tickled to death that I stumbled in there and got a chance to talk to her. So one, let me welcome her to the Blue Dot family, and but she did. She posed the question, you know, when the question was posed, well, you don't want him to die. Well, the question was posed, if you went back in history in retrospect, and I like the way she used the word retrospect, it was really cool. And if Adolf Hitler, as a young man, had developed some kind of pandemic type disease, would you wish him to die then, or wait for him to die later? That's a pretty damn good question. I'd vote for let him die then, before the world would know such horror. But the thing is, we've already seen the horror. We've already seen the horror in this country. Everything from children being ripped from their mother's hands and thrown in cages just for a stunt. We've seen a child lie dead in the Rio Grande Valley because of his ignorance. Him demonizing people who were just seeking a better life. And not only that, but propagated the whole damn caravan thing. Encouraged people down there to flood to America so he could use that in photo ops. He has demonized this country. He has stood by and groveled in front of Putin, embarrassed us on the world stage. He has killed Americans with this pandemic.
Don't forget making women sterile.
Yes, let's throw that in. Stephen Miller with his whole brown shirt people kind of Nazi shit. These are not Americans.
Those that have died in honor of our country, he called them losers and suckers.
He don't much like you. He doesn't much like you evangelicals either.
In there.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, he doesn't respect that house. Yeah. He doesn't respect being there. And if he's basically, like I said, if I would have been that Marine, I'd have said, I heard what you said to me. You're
wacko. You know, I was challenged early when I started doing this because I am a veteran. I've served my country. And I was posed the question early on, John, how can you disrespect the office of the president the way you're doing? How can you say that? And I say then and I say now, he has not respected the office of the president. And if he's not going to respect it, why in the hell should I respect him while he fills the void?
Thank you.
I don't have to respect him for shit. He should be respecting my ass because I went and served when he had bone spurs. A lot of my brothers and sisters served because he had bone spurs. He was a coward and a draft dodger. His daddy paid off the doctor to get his ass out of his duty to his country.
Somebody had to take his place.
So fuck him for that.
And he's a serial sexual assaulter.
Oh, yeah, he grabs him by the pussy. That's what he said. If you're offended by that, I'm sorry. It's a quote from the United States president. As with a lot of other shit, we have it on tape for all posterity. And what we don't have on tape, we have a constant record of bullshit for years and years of Twitter. That at any given moment, for any given situation, you could pull up a tweet that directly contradicts whatever the hell he just tweeted right now. It's a shit show his whole life.
The hell out of him.
It's been a con job his whole life. A shuffling of money. A shell game. Where's my money at? Where's the taxes at? Don't look there. Oh, look over here. That's all it is his whole fucking life. A disgrace.
The IRS gave me $72 million.
And then he found his niche. Oh, look at me. I can play a badass on TV. Yeah. I can play a doctor. I just can't be one. It's the same fucking thing. He can play a real estate mogul, a guy that makes the big decisions, the Trump. He ain't shit. He's reading off a script. Are you shitting me? He doesn't know who he's going to fire on the day shooting the show. The crew told him, the staff told him, fire this guy. This guy's going to get fired. Just retort. You're fired. Yeah. he ain't got the balls to stand up to anybody. We've seen him. We've seen him grovel in front of Putin. I don't want a groveler. I don't want a coward. I don't want somebody who's going to shove all the responsibility on somebody else. I don't want somebody who can't remember who they freaking met. Oh, I don't know that guy. Never met that guy. I don't know anything about that guy. Fuck. Tired of it. I'm tired of it.
And then on top of all of that, you find out that it only paid $750 in
taxes. I pay more than that in my fucking house payment.
Yeah.
Monthly.
Yeah, most people do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. For him to live the life that he has on other people's money. His whole life has been other people's money.
And for the last 4 years, it's been our money.
Our money.
Yeah.
And he's raking it in intentionally all the time to his clubs. He can't go anywhere but to his facilities, his golf clubs, his resorts. That's where all the business is done. So he gets to rake them. Oh, he's giving up his pay. Oh, well, isn't that
one thought
just
that
cute?
I do have, John?
What?
Is it possible that Hope Hicks got COVID from him?
It is. It is. Oh, yeah. It was reported that Hope Hicks had it first, but we don't know where she got it. It's and Melania's got it. So it's that little threesome thing they're going. You don't know who was giving it to who. What did I say?
Who's zooming who? Huh?
Yeah, who's doing who and who's, I don't know, baby. But I've always said Hope Hicks is the key, because Donnie doesn't do emails. Everything comes through Hope Hicks. Hope Hicks tells him what the emails are. Donnie tells her how to answer the emails. Donnie does not do. He does not write anything.
The thing I was kind of curious about, let's see here. Hope Hicks, didn't she get fired? And she's supposedly supposed to have lost her job. Ding, ding, ding.
Seems to me I distinctly remember something of that sort.
I remember hearing that. Yes, I do.
She had left, and she had went to go and work for Fox News. She worked over at Fox News for a while.
Did that not work out?
I guess
no. After the Mueller investigation, and she felt she was exonerated or whatever, she was brought back.
It's interesting.
I thought when you were fired by Trump, you were fired.
In the book, Everything Trump Touches Dies. There's a little. I'm gonna have to find it. But there's a little interesting thing where they're doing a little thing with Hope Hicks and Donald Trump. I had to find it and just read you some of it, because it's funny as shit. But it kind of seems like what we're talking about. It's yeah. I'll see if I can find it real quick. I just gotta find a chapter.
Okay, let me again. Dwayne Dwizzle donated $5 to Super Chat and said, "Is Governor Abbott being sued for voter suppression?" Yes, he is. Governor Abbott, Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, who so wisely decreed that only one ballot box would be open in per county, and in Harris County, which it has damn near 1 million people. Are you shitting me? It's voter suppression outright. Yes, the Democrats filed suit against him, and it's disgusting. Greg Abbott, is the poster child for lie, cheat, steal, do whatever it takes to win. That's it. And Greg Abbott is
with DeSantos.
Yes, well, him, Brian Kemp, and DeSantos. They're the trio, baby. They just as soon burn their states down than to upset the grand wizard of the White House. Anyway, Michelle Graham donated $2 to Super Chat and said Social Security system is down. Oh, wonderful. Let's hope not, baby. That would make that would devastate a whole lot of people.
I think we should rename them the Three Amigos.
Yeah.
So I found that little thing in the book, and let me have a minute to just read it, because it's funny.
Okay.
But it says the following transcript was provided by WikiLeaks in the fall of 2024. Intercept number 4, and it says top secret, and it has some other acronyms. I don't know what it stands for, but it says
Beginning transcript. Call begins. Operator, please hold for the president. Trump, is she on? Operator, not yet, Mr. President. Trump, Hope, are you there? Hicks, Mr. President. Trump, Hope, I miss you. Hicks, Mr. President. Trump, I told you to call me your Donnie.
You're Donnie.
Hicks, Hicks, Mr. President, we can't. Trump, Hope, I'm just a boy standing in front of a girl. Hicks, that's from Notting Hill. Trump, when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. Hicks, when Harry met Sally.
Movie
quotes. Trump, I want all of you forever, you and me, every day. Hicks, Donnie, I love you. The Notebook as much as anyone but. Trump, you said you couldn't be with someone who didn't believe in you. Well, I believe in you. I just didn't believe in me. I love you always. Hicks, Pretty in Pink. My mom loved that movie.
That's who he is.
And then it goes back to Trump. You make me want to be a better man. Hicks, Mr. President, did someone give you a list of romantic movie quotes to read to me? Trump, you complete me. Hicks, Jerry Maguire, Mr. President, I have to go. Trump, wait, I have more. Call ins.
Call in. Boy,
Yeah, it's a great, funny book.
That
I mean, it
sounds like it. Yeah, everybody's going to get a big kick out of that. That's pretty cute.
Hey, Dad, let's bring in Bill Joins really quick, and then after that, I need you to finish up reading the Streamlabs over here because we're
Bill
getting back
Jones,
up.
how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, sir. How you doing?
I'm enjoying the day's news myself. Rather wallowing in
My
it.
dog's going crazy.
Yeah, that's his job.
I've been listening to the show, and there's two quick things I wanted to say.
What's that?
One, I'm glad that you brought up the point that no, I don't want that guy to die either. I want him to face the Attorney General of the Southern District of New York.
That's exactly it. I'm not wishing him ill.
But the one thing on that scares me is that we have to remember who we're dealing with. We're dealing with the coronavirus, and we're dealing with a man that is 74 years old.
Yep.
2, he has a heart condition.
Oh,
3,
like he's reaching the demographic here.
Well, and he also takes blood pressure medicine, and he is how can I say this nicely? Modestly overweight, a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say modestly.
Okay, he's a fat obese. He's a fat obese.
Yeah, he's
pig.
obese.
How about that?
He's obese.
But
man.
I mean, the guy is not in good medical condition for one, and he's got the 3 big strikes against him that COVID is tough against. So. I'm kind of hoping it just messes with him for a while and that he eventually pulls out of it. But I don't want him to be a hero to his base.
No, I do not want him to be a martyr. I do not want him dying. I just want him to go through it like millions have and come out the other side and get ready to have your ass in a sling. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, maybe on the good side of the thing, I have hopes beyond that. I'm kind of one of those positive thinker guys. Wouldn't it be nice if he come out of this and said, okay, the good God in the sky spoke to me, and I now believe in science.
I've
and maybe
seen
he'll
the
start
light.
listening.
I've seen the light.
I've seen the light, and now he'll start believing in things like climate change, which is real, and COVID, which is real, and But
let's hope. Let's hope, Bill. Let's hope.
Those are wishes. Those are wishes that are probably never happened.
Wish upon a dream, my friend. Let me catch up here.
Yeah,
let me catch up here with Sarge Tech, who just donated $5, and I like this. Dancing at Studio 54, dodging AIDS was his battlefield. Dodging the draft, dodging the tax man, he got what he deserved. He can't dodge death. Nope. That's one thing that visits all of us, baby. He can't get away from it. Nobody gets out of this. Nobody gets out of this shit alive. Holy shit. And so, Sarge Tech, thank you very much. And let me get this name right. Lekcheks 2001. My God, I hope you didn't hit the wrong buttons there, brother. Lekcheks 2001 just donated $50 and said, I stumbled across your channel a few weeks ago and was pleasantly surprised at the contrast. You are a regular guy.
Content.
Okay. Surprised at the content. You are a regular guy that could have a beer with. Yes, but you seem to be fair and have a good heart. Blacks for Blue Dot together, we will give Trumpsters black. He will give Trumpsters black. So saith LeChex 2001.
I think it's LeCheeks.
LeCheeks.
Maybe LeCheeks 2001. Sorry for getting that name wrong.
Oh, it is. It is. It's two E's. I'm sorry. LeCheeks 2001 is the name. And thank you very much for that. We appreciate it tremendously. That'll go a long way. And I appreciate your comment because a lot of people have made that comment to me that they are surprised to see the content that comes out of my mouth after seeing me. Normally in a cowboy hat, normally looking like somebody who just got off a turnip wagon. But that's a lot of us out here. We don't get dressed up for shit. We look the way we do. And there are a lot of us that hold their fellow Americans in their heart. And that's the best I could say, the way to say it. I don't have a place in my heart, although I'm very frustrated with Trumpers and morons. I can't sentence them to a camp like they want to talk about me. I don't want to do that to them. I want to give them health care. I want to make sure their kids have a future. I want to make sure our society improves for everybody around us. It doesn't matter if you wear a cowboy hat, if you wear a ball cap or a Hanukkah, I don't know what names of other hats. See, cowboy hats and hats, ball caps. That's all I wear. No matter what hat we wear in our society, if we look at somebody else and say, I don't like your hat, and decide to dismiss them, we miss out on so much. So that little comment I appreciate tremendously. I also tell people it's a trap. And, cause look at that guy. He looks like a Trumper. Come here. I'll talk to him. Yeah. And then the bear trap snaps shut on their ass. So yeah, occasionally it puts me in a position to give my opinion. But thank you very much, LeCheeks. We appreciate that. And Ben Stroud, our buddy, donated $5 through Super Chat and said, please pray I don't have COVID-19, my fellow Blue Dot family. I've been wearing a mask everywhere I go, but started to feel crappy. Ben, baby, we'll keep you in our, don't do that, buddy. Don't be getting no COVID. We don't want nobody to get no COVID. So continue to wear your mask and take, maybe it's just you feel crappy today. Shit, I feel crappy most mornings I wake up, buddy.
I feel like that until I've had my first couple cups of coffee.
My first thought is, oh shit, I made it again. Damn, what am I going to do today? Anyway, yeah, the days they wear on. When I stumbled out this morning and got my coffee, it's the first thing I do is grab that coffee, and then I grab my iPad and my phone, and so this morning I grabbed my coffee, grabbed my iPhone, my iPad, opened my iPad up, and in the messages there I see Trump test positive. Really? All right. Well, I got something to read this morning.
We were gonna call you last night. We thought you'd.
Well, then I went to check my phone, and sure enough, at about midnight, Stephanie Dean out in Florida texted me and let me know. Last night I didn't see it till I woke up and had my coffee. I should have called her back. She was who texted me and said, John, Donnie's got it, and yeah, so it was news. I was already 2 sheets to the wind, already in bed last night at that time. I have a habit of, I stay up until about 10:30 or 11 because I watch Stephen Colbert. I make sure I see his monologue, and then I try to stay awake for the rest of it. And I'm usually not successful. So I usually doze off somewhere after Stephen Colbert starts interviewing guests. And that's the last I remember. Mama stays up a little later. So I think, did Mom know last night? Or? Oh, no, she didn't. I told her when she got up this morning. I was giddy. Hey, guess what?
It kind of reminded me, I was watching a MASH episode a long time back. Kind of reminds me of when Klinger got a bunch of turkeys and everybody got the got the trots except for Klinger. And then all of a sudden he got it. And everybody's in post-op, and they're like, hey, everybody, yeah, what? Klinger's got it.
Well, guess what? Donnie's got it. Yeah, for anybody that has been involved in this whole shit show for these last 4 years, we take our little smiles where we get them because we haven't had many. We haven't had many in this term. We have watched our country slowly being tried to be destroyed from within. Democracy dies a slow death behind closed doors, is what Liam Lewis said. I think his name is. I forgot his name. Anyway, that's what I use as my motto on my Facebook page. The little saying you put there: "Dissent is what prevents a democracy from dying a slow death behind closed doors," and that is our voices. Go ahead.
To think of it, do
what?
you think he was thinking that, oh, I'm rich and it's not going to hit me and blah blah blah, and, it's hit all these other people and blah blah blah, and it doesn't discriminate. And I think
doesn't
he'll
give a shit.
realize that.
It doesn't give a shit how much money you got. It doesn't give a shit whether you're Republican, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish. It doesn't matter if you're a man, female, woman, transgender. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. It doesn't matter to them, and it shouldn't matter to any of us for anything. That is what the core of my value is found in Martin Luther King Jr.'s words. Judge man not by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. Is there anything else that you can ask of somebody? That is the requirement that is asked of us as a society. That's the people that don't believe that are the people that we are trying to I don't know, we don't want to chase them out of our society. We want them to learn that this is not going to be a white nation. It will never be a white nation. There will not be a place on this freaking earth that is truly white, because it doesn't exist except in your sick little minds. This is what we fight against so much, that we have a society that is accepting, inclusive, that we have a society that when people are sick in the middle of a pandemic, we have medical care for them, regardless of who they are, how much money they have. We need a society that provides that. We need a society that allows for people to be able to lift themselves up even if they need substance to do it. You can't turn your back on people. You can't say it costs too much to save those lives. Those lives are what make up our country. We are the gumbo, baby. We are the stew with a great melting pot, the callaloo. We're it, baby.
Like I said, we're the rainbow stew of the country.
That's what we are, baby. And it's up to us how this all goes. That's what we have to work towards. That's why we're in this fight. So no, we don't want him to die. We want him to live. We want to have a fair race, an election that soundly defeats his ass and his like in that deplorable basket of deplorables, find their way back under their rock, hide their racism again. Don't bring it out until we don't need any more Karens or whatever they call the guys who do that shit. We don't need that crap. We don't need Proud Boys. We don't need that kind of shit in our communities. We don't need white nationalists, white supremacists, neo-Nazis. We fought against this already, and we won then, and we will win again. But that's my opinion.
Yep.
Anyway,
I agree.
Anyway.
I agree.
Daryl Azizi, if I have it correct, Dara Azizi donated $5 to Super Chat and said Trump would have supported the Nazis during World War II. Trump would have been the Nazis in World War II. Exactly, Dara. I compare him to him. You know, I get shit. Well, you shouldn't compare him to Hitler. Fuck you. Are you shitting me? He gets everything he does right out of Mein Kampf. Everything he does is the same thing that Hitler did in the 1930s Germany. Destroy the press, demonize a certain group of people, and create violence against those people. That's what he's doing here. It's the only way that an autocrat can take over a country. Have no mistake. This is an assault on the basic the freedoms that we hold dear. Our country itself, our democracy, is under attack by this shit. And like I said, they have accomplices. They have help in the Republican Party. So the Republican Party is going to spend years trying to dig themselves out of the sewer that Trump has dragged them into. If there's anything left of that party, to anybody left in there to stand up for the morals and the convictions that you told me you had all these years of my life. Bullshit. I call bullshit. You've thrown them in the ditch. You've disgraced everything from your integrity to your religion, and you've tossed it all on a heap of a golden calf of Donald Trump. That's sad, and I feel for you. Anyway, that's just my opinion. What do you think, Bill?
I say we should say about the poet, the walrus.
The walrus.
Imagine all the people.
Imagine all the people.
Yep.
Living here to. Yes. I'm not the only one, baby.
But
you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
Yeah, but it's the sad thing is that song don't reach people like it used to.
No. I often think, as old as we are, that I am, I keep thinking to myself, man, there's song after song of my youth that is so appropriate today.
Well, there's protest songs that were back in the day.
They were back in the day. But again, we're a bunch of boomers, and that was our music. That was our songs. We knew it when it came out. We heard it when it came out. We knew the meaning when it was written. We knew the meaning when it was sang. But now there's a new generation, and although I'm not quite up to date on what music what music and all that stuff, but I am sure that there are voices out there that are speaking in that tone.
I mean, there are, but I mean, it's not what hits the Billboard. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't, as long as you're using your voice. But yeah, there are so many songs that run through your head that are appropriate for this time. We just have to remember we've been here. We've made this fight before.
That's what's been always one of my big thing with listening to the older stuff. It's not only that I don't want to brag, but
we did have the best shit.
I mean, it was music that was relevant then, and it's relevant today.
Yes.
I mean, it's lasted. It still stands. I mean, it still holds a place.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
we do. We need to remember those times. Because I should not say this on the air, live, and all that crap, but I've got to myself convinced. I'm working on my last cigarettes. I am going to be quitting soon, and it ain't going to be pretty, but it's going to be solid.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I guess Bob Kincaid has quit, right?
Yes, he did. He's about 8 days in. I must admit that's another one of the people that have quit that have motivated me and gone, damn, fuck, Bob did it. Fuck, Bob did it. And I saw him the day of the debate. He said he was about to go buy a carton of cigarettes and go serve something to drink or something.
Well, John, I don't know, if you've ever quit before.
But buddy, it's easy. Quit several times.
I mean, I quit, for about 6 or 7 months, a couple years back, and then I started back, and it was just like that much worse. Smoke more now. I mean, I don't smoke no more than a pack and a half a day, but I smoke more now than I did before I quit.
I've got to, and I've convinced myself here lately, and I am. I've tried to slow down here, but I'm getting down to the last few. Travis ordered me I don't know. What did you order me?
It's
a pretty neat little thing.
It's a CBD vape. We're all getting a few because we've been in need of some CBD in our lives.
But you don't have to push a button or do nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Travis,
you just have to draw
no,
on it, just like a
you
cigarette.
You need to go online,
if I fiddle.
and you need to get him a shot collar. And then every time he goes to grab one.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap it around your you-know-what, too.
Because here's the thing, TW.
Have fun with that button.
Here's the thing, TW, because it's the same way, like... I just try to give Dad that look and just go, Dad, stop it.
He gives me shit all the time. Don't let him get away with this nice guy.
Yeah, well, no, that's the thing. I used to give him shit all the time. And,
I've got to.
You get cranky when you're not in that spot. It's like, hey, you said you're going to quit, and now you're getting back on it. Not trying to be your enemy here. So after a while, it's just like, you know what? You're going to fight this battle on your own. And
my kids have been
John,
have learned to be pretty direct about this shit.
I'm a personal quitter.
Fuck you too.
Years back.
And
I quit years back, but listen,
I'm
the
just
first
kidding,
2
buddy.
weeks are going to be your toughest moment.
Yeah, well, I quit.
If you can make it through your first 2 weeks, you'll be fine.
Get you some the mint or wintergreen lifesavers, and just get you a big old bag of them.
Now what he wants is a cigarette. He wants something that he thinks is smoking. That he's smoking something.
Yeah, I'm going to do this CBD cigarette thing.
And I told him this is gonna be this is what you want. You don't have to charge it. You throw it away when you're done.
Nicotine and into CBD oil. I guess I don't know.
Are you giving up the pipe too, or just the cigarette?
Don't be blasphemy around here, Bill. Don't be spreading blasphemy around here.
Well, I gave up cigarettes, 30 years ago, 25 years ago. But ever since I switched to a pipe, which has been 2 decades plus, I've never had the yearning to go back, and I don't miss the inhaling. I enjoy the flavors of pipe tobacco in my sinuses and in my mouth, and I don't inhale at all. So.
You don't inhale with a pipe.
You
get all the flavor. And I'm smoking your blend right now, Bill.
I'm sitting out here having a little University Flake by Peterson tobacco right now myself. So I'm enjoying it.
I have sat and smoked this thing for hours.
We're not helping John.
Well, here's the thing.
By the way, a quick update on Cal Cunningham. The new polls come out Sunday. Yeah. Anywhere from 6 to 10 points ahead, and the RCP average is 7.5.
Good.
Outstanding.
So we have a 7.5 point lead against Mr. Tillis, and that's awesome.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at a wave. I'm looking at more than a wave. There are 10 Senate seats that have possible flip that we can possibly flip. That's control,
well,
baby.
I think we're gonna turn. Conservatively 5, but I'm hoping 7 to 8 Senate seats, and that would be awesome. I think it's possible.
Brandon, I would not.
That's the way the polls are looking.
I wouldn't be.
That's the way the polls are looking anyway.
Yeah, we got this one lady here. She's running for and it's like I really I knew who I was voting for anyway, so I wasn't really worried about it. But like I said, I talked about last night over like the last 2 weeks. Every day she's had some bullshit pamphlet in my mailbox. And so now every time I see her commercials, I'm like, God, I want you to lose so bad. She wouldn't even have thought in my mind until I started getting all her shit in my mailbox every day. And like I said last night, I just walked over and put her little bin with all the dog shit from the apartment complex.
That's it. I am so primed for this election. I think we are going to make a major shift in this country. And I am too, Bill, because really looking at our longevity in life, when you I've spoke about this, when you get near the older ages, you do have a tendency to turn around and look back. Because when you were young, you're too busy looking forward, going, let's go party this way. And then when you get here, you look back and go, fuck, did I do all that? Yes, you did. And when you look at the history of our lives, it is pretty impressive. If you're lucky enough to, and there are many here in our group that have and surpassed my age, and can rely on much deeper memories. But the memories I do pivot somewhere around the 60s and 70s. That's when my life formed and changed. Everything that I was ever going to be came out of that time, and that time shifted this nation. We saw the transformation from the time when I grew up in the 50s, from everything was rosy cream in the suburbs and all this bullshit, to finding out that the truth isn't always what you were told it was. And that basic truths were lost in this country. And our government was not functioning in the behalf of the people. And people rose up for civil rights. They rose up against the war. They rose up against the injustices to the environment. That all happened when we were younger, and we remember that. So we reference that. I reference that to now. We are looking at a world that is being devastated. In the same ways, we're fighting basically the same battles. This time we have to push it all the way. We can't slack off a bit on this. We have to make a better future for what we have left. It'll make us feel better about changing the world for those to come, and it'll leave a better planet and a better life for those that come behind us. And that's what we're supposed to be, stewards of this world, stewards of the land, stewards of our democracy. So that is what we have to do. Practice that stewardship and be good stewards to each other and to the planet, to our world. Yep. Baby, what I'm saying. A lot of us remember that shit.
McCarthyism on steroids. That's what we got today.
Exactly, brother. And that's what it finally, sir, have you known?
We have was it Senator Joe McCarthy with a Twitter account?
Yes. It was lies and bullshit that ruined people's lives, and that's what we're going through now.
Yeah.
We can look at so many times in history that show us this guy's an asshole and he's doing the same thing that they always say if you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it.
I agree. And I never in my wildest dreams thought we would get to something this pathetic. It just tears my heart apart that what my
Johnny
country's
Bravo
doing,
just
man.
said, I bet people have been killing boxes of wine since watching Trump. Yeah. That probably created a whole lot of winos in our country. What the fuck is he saying now?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pour me another glass, then tell me.
Well, that's like the other night when we were sitting there watching the debate. I told the girl in the blue room, I said, I'm going to sit there and have some beer. And every time that he says this, or this, I'm going to take a drink.
Gonna get your ass drunk.
I got into the blue room that night.
Next thing you know, you're an AA.
And I said, I'll tell you what,
How'd you get here?
I'm feeling pretty goddamn good.
I was listening to Trump. Oh, well, welcome to him. Everybody else, grab a number over, sit with everybody else over there. Shit, yeah. If it ain't driving you to drinking, it's driving you to nuts. This whole 4 years. We just have to fix this crap.
I'm sitting here watching, the White House is saying, the administration is saying that Trump's okay for now, but they fear things could change very quickly. That's a little thing running.
That means
at the bottom.
He's on a ventilator right now.
It's okay.
I do not want his ass to die.
Well,
if you're a praying person, pray for his ass. Don't let him die. Don't let him off the hook like that. No. I want him healthy. I want him to face justice. That's what I want.
Yep.
And
I want to see him in court in Southern District in New York.
That's it, baby. You've gotten away with this shit all your life.
What? Oh my God! How many years?
Well, there just needs to be some accountability.
There does. It is, and it has to be to us. The accountability has to be to us. We
the people, folks,
and we have to carry that thought into our next administration, into our future administrations, that it is time for that our government works for us, that the tax laws are designed to help us. They got enough money. They don't need another tax break. They don't need another tax loophole, baby. They got enough freaking money.
I'm like, I don't mean, but like I'm sitting here listening, and I'm watching the CNN, and apparently Trump's having trouble breathing, feeling very fatigued, trouble breathing,
no.
very tired and very fatigued at Walter Reed.
Shoot some more bleach in his face. Well, he's got an opinion. Yeah, he heard somebody say Trump. He's saying, yeah, fuck Trump. I heard that, see?
And you know they got like the outside the entrance to Walter Reed. They got a couple cop cars, and they've already got it like taped off with like the caution tape and stuff. And there's been a couple people out there with their Trump 2020 flags, but so far that's all it is. There's no one standing out there. It's just a couple cops cars, but they got
Julia,
the little
dance your heart
entrance.
off, baby. Dance your heart off.
Again, this is just a weird fucking time to be living in right now.
Yep.
I mean, 2020 has been such a shit year. And at this point, like, I have my own opinions about all this other stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, like, as the more and more I keep hearing it and the more things happen, nothing surprises me anymore. This year has been like, at first I was like, you know what, can't blame the year. The year is just time, the time allotted of what we go around the sun, right?
Time is what you make it.
And this year, after everything that has happened, not only with our collective lives and personal life and all that other shit, no, I'm just at that moment like, you know what, fuck 2020. This shit is too fucking nuts for me, and I'm ready for it to be over. But it's just like now we're in that weird Twilight Zone part where it's just like, is this really happening?
Odessa said 2019 sex and 2020 said hold my beer.
Yeah.
There's this band that I listened to back in the 90s, and they got this they're called the Refreshments, and they got this song called Good Year. It's called Good Year, but the chorus is, it's been a good year for bad days or a bad year for good days. Well, here we go again now. And I've listened to that song like 4 or 5 times here over the last 2 or 3 weeks, going, shit.
Yeah. I thought 2016 was pretty bad, but 2020 is...
I'm hung up on John Lawrence's song "Vote," the one you hear at the beginning of the show.
Well,
yeah.
I just the line, the words that he uses in there: "Get off your butt and vote."
Yeah. It sucks because he's here in Tallahassee. I've never really heard of him.
Yeah, he's a badass too.
And I guess he come around just before the coronavirus kicked in, but so too many people. But no, I would love. I mean, if we're in the same town, I would love to be able to.
John Lawrence.
Meet this
John
guy.
H. Lawrence. I got his music right here in front of me, and I'm loving it. The guy is just the guy's fantastic.
Music's pretty good therapy, y'all. If y'all don't play an instrument,
it is.
Pick one up. Pick one.
I play the cajon. Right there. It's sitting right there. I played a cajon.
Yeah. When was the last time you touched it? Okay.
Touching it right
good.
You want to hear some of my shit?
Wow, that's a great rhythm.
I learned that tune.
SC, watch out. We might have a better drummer in here.
That's left-handed backwards with a back shoulder.
Your dad, this is something. Your dad will be out there in a nudie suit going,
yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
I've been playing the guitar lately.
You don't want to see what I'm going to be doing.
I should have picked it back up earlier, but it's been good therapy. Just playing music.
What was it with the Beatles? If I don't know if John or Bill you remember, but what was it? It was like, hi, I'm George. I play the guitar. I'm Paul. I play the guitar too, but I also play the fool.
The fool. I'll tell you what. Yes, I remember the Beatles when they made it big. I remember I was living in Southern California.
No, I'm not going to turn around and go, who are the Beatles? I know very well who the fucking Beatles are.
I don't want to have to slap you live on there.
The Beatles are.
We had the number one album playing throughout the majority of our road trip when we were when I was growing
Beatles,
up.
the number one album. Yeah, we played that a lot. We played a lot of Jimmy Buffett. My kids are well versed.
I love Jimmy Buffett. I'm not afraid to say that. I love Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
You're a parrot? All right.
Yes, I'm a parrot hat, and I have a parrot to prove it. That's right.
Songs you know by heart,
and I have a donkey to prove it.
Songs you know by heart's one of the greatest albums, if you ask me.
Well, he also writes children's books. I mean, he's a
Does
novelist.
he do that? I did not know that.
I hate him.
You ever seen any episodes? There's the one guy
who lives a life like that.
This surprised me, but one of the captains that was on the show, The Deadliest Catch, Jonathan Hillstrand, he was the captain of the Time Bandit. He writes children's books.
Holy shit!
He writes children's books. But you see him out there firing off the guns. He's a crab fisherman and going. But he writes children's books. Yeah, Jonathan Hillstrand. That's like when I found that out, I was like, well, shit.
Well then, I did not know that. It's funny. Rose wanted to start writing children's books at some point and illustrate them and stuff too.
Yeah.
She was really into writing.
Yeah, but I also like the comedian Mitch Hedberg, his point of view. If the kid can read, then every book is a children's book.
Yeah, there you go. Every book is a kid's book. There you go. Well, the names are going by. I guess we ought to call it an evening.
Wait, here's a quick tip.
Okay, quick tip.
Because we were talking music as therapy and all that. I forgot another thing me and Tyler are doing amongst a few friends online. If you want to let out some steam and have a good laugh, start singing sea shanties. It is fun
boy,
as
howdy
shit.
I am enjoying that much. Now, I'm not the one singing it, but all of a sudden I'll hear from the living room my two sons in there singing a ditty. And what do you do with a drunken sailor?
Okay, that was just that was the beginning joke that started.
Yeah, that started it. But now they're looking them up online and sitting out there a cappella, singing these little.
Everybody, go look up on YouTube. Just look up a playlist of sea shanties, vocals only, and just have a ball.
I can't. Sea shanties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? I know what you do with a drunken sailor.
No, the good ones are like "Leave Her,
sailor.
Johnny, Leave Her." Anybody who hasn't heard that, look that one up. It's really good. Leave Her, Johnny.
Leave Her, Johnny.
Yep, it's a good one.
I think
you know, after a while, when you're in quarantine for months and you got no money and you got nowhere to go and all that good shit, you start trying to come up with new hobbies, and now it's like, you know what? We're gonna start singing sea shanties.
Y'all sound good. Y'all sound good.
I don't sing, but it's. I mean,
I don't sing either.
Yeah,
but I do anyway.
See one coming up, but I'm on this show every day, but I don't know.
Breaking news, folks.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
On MSNBC, the little flash on the bottom of the screen. Senator Tom Tillis tests positive for coronavirus 19.
Spread it all over the place. That's what they did. That's what they're going to be the result of all this bullshit.
Well, he was at that big hoo-yo on Wednesday. He was up there at the White House on Wednesday with Trump and the new Supreme Court lady thing.
Right.
He probably caught it there.
McDonald's.
Yeah. I hope all those suckers get it.
Yeah, every one of the deniers. You didn't wear a mask, you didn't social distance, fuck you. You know, I'm sorry. If you tuned in here to hear a bunch of sympathy about these people getting it, no. We don't wish anybody ill.
No.
You know, and who knows?
They've been preaching not wearing a mask, and then they spread it all the time.
Yeah, it's called karma. You're stupid. And you end up with it. Even people that are trying hard wearing a mask still get it.
Yeah, and so this is another thing I look at.
It's not rocket scientists, but this man made it a political statement. That's how come you still see idiots in line at Trump rallies going, "It's a Democratic hoax." I heard it. And I heard it from QAnon.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to keep arguing,
they're also saying that Trump is having a fever and respiratory problems.
Oh shit. See, I really do not want him to die. I don't want to fucking.
Me neither.
I don't want a martyr. I don't want him held up like some kind of glorious thing. Bullshit. He's a treasonous asshole who needs to be held accountable.
And if anyone wants to
face the music.
If anyone's still arguing who won that debate the other night, well, I guess it was Mr. Mask Man because
it's the guy that walked out without a deadly disease. How's that? Yeah. And I was proud to see that Biden was wearing his mask today, all during his speech, and he should continue to do that.
Oh man,
you know,
he gave a great speech.
He made a great speech today.
Oh man,
and that's what I so enjoy about listening to him. It's articulate all the way through. He holds it's a subject. He can talk about a whole subject, not drift off into 50 damn rabbit holes and talk about how great he is. It's about the plan for our future. And I'm glad to hear it.
And it was reassuring to the American people as well.
Yes, it was.
Reassuring.
And another thing is like
he
we
did
all
rock
been,
it today,
the Republican Party's dying. The Republican Party's dying. Well, I mean, how could it?
The only ones left are the rats on a sinking ship.
Could the spread of this to all of them be what does them in? I mean,
if that's what it takes, please, let's get it done. I don't want anybody else to suffer, but if one more, how many more? Is the question to the Republicans. How many more? Now it's starting to hit your own little tribe. Well, guess what, baby? You couldn't hide forever. It's not something you can hide from. It's something that either we work together to defeat or it just knocks you off one by one. You know? So, Anyway, I guess we better call it an evening. What were you gonna say, SC? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to go back to that. Like, another thing, I don't wish harm on anybody because that karma.
Yeah, I don't want
I'm
karma
talking
coming
about
back on my ass.
That karma, I don't want to come back on me.
No, shit, no.
I don't.
Like I said,
wake up,
I hope that he's okay. I hope that everything goes good, and I hope that then that way they can say, okay, Biden kicks his butt, and then basically we're in a whole different place.
Because I still wake up every day. I still wake up every day. How am I gonna feel today? How am I gonna feel today? How am I going? Well, yeah, I mean, how? I do too. But it's still there. How am I gonna feel today? Is it today that they were? And like I said, so far, I'm good, and I'm doing my best to stay that way. And Ben, if you're hearing me, I seen your post earlier. Buddy, just take care, man, and
everybody.
That's what I want. That's what I want everybody to do.
Take care of yourself. You wash your hands.
Everybody that's not in this Blue Dot family. I mean, shit. I'm gonna do me. You do you. I'm gonna do you. But you think about the others that are just trying to do their thing too. Yeah. So
our society functions a little bit better when we care about each other. It makes it a whole lot easier on everybody. So start your day every day like that. Try to put a smile on somebody's face, during the day. Wash your hands, wear your mask, socially distance, stay the fuck away from nasty ass people, and hope for the best and work towards that end. That's the best we can do every day. If we do that, then we're doing better than a whole lot of other people are.
And like I said, between DeSantis, Rick Scott, Rubio, and fucking Gates, them motherfucker. I mean, that's what I'm dealing with in my state. Like I said,
that's some real shitheads down in Florida.
I actually have a curious question though before we leave.
What's
Anybody heard from Giuliani lately?
He's been helping prep Donnie for the debate there. Rudy Giuliani and Chris Christie were both in the little room there helping Donnie get ready. No mask, no nothing. So, we're waiting to see. Chris Christie tested. I guess he's fine. I didn't hear any report that he had it. But Rudy Giuliani, I ain't heard shit from the vampire. No. He hasn't made it out of his coffin. He don't come out until night, I guess. I don't know. Little creeps.
And then he hangs upside down. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm afraid that we're going to see more spread within the White House, more spread within the Republican Party and his donors and his rallies and shit. It's just science. It just works that way. It doesn't give a shit about your view.
Isn't it interesting to see it spread? Like, this is actual, like, you can watch who's been with
who's been with who, and
where it's coming from, and who's getting what. And it is crazy to see just how rapidly
it moves.
A virus moves. And, like, I mean, we see it throughout the country, but it's more like we're actually getting, like, a real bird's eye view on the White House. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's such it's weird. It's just weird. Weird times, man.
All those people on Air Force One get tested. Yeah. Oh my God!
Yeah. Think of all the people,
20-some people there
that he voluntarily put in jeopardy.
You think the pilots of Marine One were in hazmat suits?
They were masked.
They were masked.
Everyone on there was masked.
God, you wouldn't have to get me in a suit for me to even be anywhere near that shit.
Well, the bad thing is now they got to take Marine One back.
Yeah.
They're going to have to disinfect that entire plane.
Yeah.
Well, boy, howdy. Well, it's only Friday.
There's more than one Marine One. They have 3 of them.
Yeah. Once he takes off, you don't know which one they play. They play it's a shell game. Which one is he in? Which one is he in? It has been going on forever. Anyway, it is the weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Try to enjoy your weekend as much as you can. Try to get a little time off for yourself. Recharge your batteries and all that kind of stuff. We will be back here Sunday night for another Blue Dot family meeting, and we'll start the week off again. The days are counting down, and the time is coming nigh, baby. We will be voting and having all this shit done soon.
I can't wait to vote.
Oh man, I'm ready.
That way, that part's over. It's like I did everything I could. Now wait.
Yep.
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank Leo Sahaki for coming in earlier. Biker Wisdom, check him out over on Facebook. Bill Jones, thank you so much for coming in and lending your voice, brother.
No problem.
I thought the subject.
Appreciate it. And thank you, Travis, for bringing me on. Appreciate it, brother.
Not a problem, Bill.
We thought tonight might be a good night for discussion. Besides that, I could hear the giggling when I went outside my door. Every time I went out, you could just hear the echoing of giggles all over the place. So I thought, but we're primed for it. Anyway, thank you, Bill. SC, thank you, brother, for being here, representing Tallahassee, Florida for us. We appreciate you taking care of it.
Hey, like I said, I'm lucky to be in the part of Florida that I am, because people here do kind of. It's a democratic city, so I'm lucky there.
There you go. Count your blessings where you can.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you're in a blue city or a blue state, support one of these candidates that are running in a red state.
I can't see out, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's always a pleasure, for sure.
Yeah. Thank you. And TW, my friend, thank you for coming by, lending your voice. We always appreciate you being on here. Mark also. And Bill, your pup also. What's your dog's name, Bill?
Sam.
Sam. Oh, really?
Sam.
Oh, that's a familiar name in our house. Our very first dog
Sam,
was
you're
Sam.
a good boy, aren't you, buddy?
There you go.
I have to tell you, Bork actually got a timeout today. He took off leash.
Oh, yeah? Squirrel?
And
well,
he went to go mingle, and I looked one way, and he took off the other. And I was
Dad's
like,
not looking.
crap.
Shit,
And
yeah. I
gotta say, Bill, being someone that's my first name is Sam, and I cannot count how many times I've walked up to a nice, pretty young lady. Hey, I'm Sam. How you doing? And the first thing that comes out of their mouth, oh, I got a dog named Sam.
Of course, we all have a dog named Sam. All of us.
Not again.
Feel lucky.
Not again.
You hear so many people all their life going, hey, I got to go to the John over here. I'll be right back. Hey, fuck you.
That's when you look at her, SC, and say, yeah, well, if you my belly, I'll go.
Ironically,
it's a little too late.
Ironically, that's my middle name.
Is it? He was
William Samuel. So yeah.
Sam was our first dog, who was a product of the dog I had before we met and the dog she had before we met. So when Sam was born, he became ours, and he lived a long, healthy life. And the neighbors always thought we had a kid, because they're always out in the back of the house. Sam, come here, Sam. Yeah, my neighbor asked my wife, do you have a child named Sam? No, that's our dog. So, anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank everybody in our YouTube and our Facebook family out there on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. We appreciate you being here. The fight is only 32 days away. Please, 32 days. Stay in this fight, baby. No matter what it takes, we have a job to do, and that is to put a voice to this. We don't want this to end with a funeral. We want this to end with a vote, and that's what we need to work towards, baby. And look at there. Diana Mallory's trying to sneak in right before we leave with a Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong, donated $5 and said, I wish death on no one, but I want them to know the suffering of our own Daphne went through. Rest in peace, Daphne. And indeed, Daphne Batty, one of our Blue Dot members who we lost to COVID-19. So we have a Blue Dot family that knows that this is personal for us. So we do not wish him to die, but we remember Daphne with every story that comes out, baby. Anyway, try to enjoy your weekend. We will be back here on Sunday. Please be involved and be informed. It's the most important thing you can do right now. So until then, y'all have it easy. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you back here on Sunday. And until then, just take care of yourselves, wear your mask, wash your hands, and all that kind of stuff. We love you back. And